What's good, y'all? Shagama Kyle. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Next subscriber helps. Over here on this channel, we talk about the NBA daily. So if you enjoy NBA as much as I do, please subscribe. And today we're doing a video that I don't really do a lot of anymore. When I first started out, I used to do a lot of lists and all that. But today we're going to be doing my top 10 of all time list. Now listen to what I said. My top 10 of all time list. You can have your top 10 all time list. It doesn't really matter. Top 10 all time list, any all time list really, like any position, point guard, shooting guard, any kind of all time list. It's strictly, your own opinion, your own criteria. There's no way to validly measure who's where and, there's no way to validly measure that because it's all opinion, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what, the specific person values in in a basketball player all time. Now, obviously, you cannot have Ray Allen over Wilt Chamberlain all time because that's just ridiculous. You can't have Scottie Pippen over Michael Jordan all time because that's ridiculous. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like, you can have, you can have Hakeem Olajuwon over Kobe Bryant. That's fine. If you have good reasoning, that's solid. It's fine. You can have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over LeBron if you wanted to. I wouldn't do that, but if you wanted to do that, that's fine. But yeah, my top 10 list, it's really, I don't even know, man, like, cause sometimes I be having like the good criteria in my head, like, I value accolades, I value play style, I value, championships and all that. But then the other time I feel like it's kind of goes off of emotion. So I'm gonna get into it. Number one, obviously, is LeBron James. LeBron James is one of the best small forwards all time. The best player of all time, in my opinion. Elite on defense, elite on offense, an elite passer, elite rebounder. There's nothing LeBron James does not do at an elite level besides shoot. And he's a pretty solid shooter. Like, on the latter part of his career, he's become better and better at shooting. So obviously, naturally, LeBron at number one. And if you want to have Jordan at number one, that's fine. I really don't care. This is my personal list. But obviously at number two, Michael Jordan, who everybody wants to crown the GOAT. I just don't think he's the GOAT. That's fine. I'm young. I didn't really see him play like that. Obviously, I've seen highlights and clips and all that. But that's besides the point. 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs. Y'all know Michael Jordan. Y'all know who he is. One of the best scorers of all time. Y'all know who he is. Stop playing. Number 3. Now, here's where the list gets a little crazy. Number 3, I have Kobe Bean Bryant. And don't even write the comment. I do not care what anybody has to say. Kobe Bryant is the 3rd best player of all time. The top 3 players of all time, however you want to do it. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. And I know I sound like a casual, I know I sound crazy. And there's plenty of great arguments, to have Hakeem over him or Shaq over him. There's plenty of great arguments to have Larry Bird over him. There's great arguments all over Twitter, all over, all over the world of basketball. But don't come here with those. I don't care. Kobe Bryant is the 3rd best player of all time. One of the best, if not the best scorer of all time. 5 NBA championships, multiple scoring titles, multiple All-Star games. Like, the dude was just amazing. Isolation scoring. One of the best mid-range shooters of all time. He held a 3-point record for a long, long time. He was a great athletic dude. One of the most skilled players of all time. I can't fathom not having Kobe top 10 or even top 5. Or in this case, even top 3. That just does not go in my mind. I just can't do it. But now the list gets a little, better. Number 4, I've got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs. Not 6 regular season MVPs. And just the longevity. He played so many years. He had the unstoppable move, the sky hook. Kareem is just a really, really, talented dude who played for a long time. Obviously, he lucked out getting to play with Magic. So that kind of, I feel like, extended his championship window a little bit. But the man was just the all-time great. I feel like he gets a little disrespected when it comes to all-time stuff because, the emergence of guys like LeBron and guys like Jordan. But he needs to be higher on some of y'all all-time lists because I be seeing them and I don't like him at all. Number 5, I got Magic Johnson, the greatest point guard of all time. Steph could soon pass him, but right now, Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time. Magic Johnson is a great, amazing passer, underrated scorer, I feel like, because he could really get to the rim at will. It was just he just chose to pass, but transition he was great. In the half court, he was doing whatever he wanted. I feel like he kind of had a little jump shot. It was like one of them nasty little set shots like the old dudes used to have. But yeah, that's Magic Johnson, number 5. He had a pretty good career. Number 6, I have Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq is the most dominant player of all time. Shaq There was nothing nobody could do with Shaq. Whenever Shaq wanted to turn around and dunk on you, he would. 4 rings, 1 MVP, which probably should be more MVPs. And that's another thing I want to touch on. I feel like the way that these, media voted awards go is that they kind of dictate where people have people in all-time debates. It kind of dictates how we look at certain dudes. Like, for example, Kobe Bryant had 12 all defensive, selections in the NBA. I don't think for 12 out of the, how many seasons did he play? I don't think 12 out of the 20 years he was one of the best 10 defenders in the NBA. Now, obviously, he has a lot of seasons where he was a top 10 defender in the NBA, but I feel like some of those were given kind of just on merit. And I feel like with MVPs and, some of the All-Stars back in the day, I feel like a lot of these awards, even Defensive Player of the Year, a lot of it is just given on merit. The media runs with a narrative. The media just does what they want, at any time. And I feel like the media, these awards being voted on by media, they're just fans like us. They just get paid to talk about it. But they are just fans like us. They have, internal biases no matter what they say. So just because somebody, let's look at the Kobe Bryant and the Steve Nash MVP stuff. Somebody in the media probably just likes Steve Nash more than they like Kobe Bryant. So then they give the vote to Steve Nash, and that's how Kobe Bryant winds up with 1 MVP and, a Hall of Fame career like that. I'm getting off track. This is not the point of the video. Number 6, Shaq. Whatever. Tim Duncan, number 7. And the reason I have Shaq over Tim Duncan is because I just like Shaq's play style more. And that's what I say. It's a personal top 10 list. I like Shaq more. Shaq is higher on the list. There's no big conspiracy. Shaq is not, far and clear better than Tim Duncan. I feel like that's a good debate right there. But Tim Duncan, I love watching Tim Duncan play. One of the best post scorers of all time in the NBA. One of the best defenders of all time in the NBA. Very, very long playing career. And, with the San Antonio Spurs, I feel like he created that dynasty on his back. He got 5 rings to show for it. And he just had a great career. Now, at number 8 on the list, I'm going to have to go with Bill Russell. And I say Bill Russell because the man has 11 championships. And why is he not higher on the list? Because, look, let's keep it a buck here. Bill Russell played against, guys named Walter that, were plumbers back in the day. And not to disrespect the NBA back in the day, but Bill Russell was dominating the league that was not as talented as it, would grow to be. And I'm not going to fault him for that. That's why I got him in the top 10. But Bill Russell, he was a great, amazing dude. Somehow he won 11 championships as a player. 2 as a coach. 13 championships in total. But yeah, he was just an amazing dude. Great rebounder. Amazing, versatile defender. I feel like that is going to, Bill Russell being a great defender is getting battered into our heads. Because that's all I see all day on Twitter, on NBA Twitter. All they do is talk about how Bill Russell is a great defender and all that. But yeah. Number 9, I got Hakeem Olajuwon. Another dude who is, I feel like, been shoved down our throats recently. But I love Hakeem. He's also one of the best post scorers that ever lived. And he won rings during the Michael Jordan era. And I feel like that, should go more applauded because it's hard to win against Jordan. Not saying that Jordan, I don't think Jordan was in the NBA at the time Hakeem Olajuwon was winning his rings, but he capitalized in the time that Jordan was not there, and we have to credit him for that. 2 rings, one of the best defenders of all time. The dude was just having 1,000 blocks a game, it felt like. But yeah, just one of the most skilled players of all time. But I've been seeing so much NBA Twitter. I've been seeing Hakeem Olajuwon is better than Kobe Bryant all time. They're telling me that he's way more skilled than Kobe ever was. I can't get with that. I'll never have Hakeem over Kobe. You can do that, but I'm not doing that. And at number 10, I feel like, obviously, Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, 100-point scorer. I think he averaged 50 in the season one time. Wilt Chamberlain is just a really dominant, athletic, supernatural freak of the NBA. And I just feel like with Bill Russell, it's the same as Wilt Chamberlain. He played against weaker talent, so of course his numbers are going to look insane like that. But that's not to say that he couldn't, compete in the NBA today, because obviously he was a great physical specimen. But I feel like the 50 points per game and the whole 25 rebounds and scoring 100 points, I feel like that was a little insane. But yeah, man, that's my top 10 list. I just I freestyled this off the top of my head. Those are my top 10 players of all time. I know somebody's gonna say, where's Larry Bird? Like, come on, man, you gotta have one of the best shooters of all time in there. You can have him in your list. He's not in mine, I'm sorry, but yeah, man, if you like this video, if you see this video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.